How's it going? So if you're new to my channel, my name is Lydia, and I make videos on how to paint dot mandalas. Um, Today's video is going to be of the classic spiral. Today I did it in some cute holiday colors of red and white. They kind of look like a peppermint. I do it two ways in this video. If you're interested in seeing how to do it with paintbrush, I do it on stone. And if you're interested in watching how to do it with dotting tools, I do it on a wood circle. I just thought it was a cute gift idea. You could group together a couple little stones. I also did it on driveway stones, which are about the size of a quarter. You could even do it on canvas. I think it's grouped together would be a nice little holiday gift. So if you're interested in seeing how to do this, then keep watching. Okay, so here are the supplies that I used. I will leave these also in the description. You find the middle of your painted black wood disc there. I'm using a dotting tool. I'm using the very smallest nail stylus dotting tool. And you just make a crisscross, and then you go right in between each of those. And I'm using just white Apple Barrel brand multi-surface paint. In between each of the white dots, you're going to go with a red dot. The red is multi-surface candy apple red Apple Barrel brand. That's the very next size up in stylus, and you go right between the white and the red. And you could start off going to either side, and the spiral will go whatever way you put it on. And you just go around and do it to each dot. You want to go right in between them. And then again, right in between the white, you're going to put a red dot. Moving up one more size with the styluses. And just the very next size up for the ball. Right between the red and the white. And you want to get it as close as you can without touching, if at all possible. There's a mistake. So I went on the wrong side of the white. So I'm going to take a Q-tip and try to get it up just as quickly as possible. And then I take the larger stylus ball and dip it in black, the same matte black, and just go right along it and cover it up. And then I smear it out with my finger to help it dry a little quicker. And right back to it. And in between each white dot, you put a red dot. So that's the size, and I'm just showing you to compare. I'm going to the next size up. That is the largest stylus ball. And you just go right between the red and the white. And keep going. And in between those, again, just with red. And I'm going from the largest stylus ball to my smallest wooden dowel. It's just slightly smaller than my crochet hook, my smallest crochet hook, which is a 3.75. So I would say it's probably a 3.5 millimeter. I would say that's the size of the wooden dowel there. And now I'm going to go with the smallest crochet hook that I have. It's a Susan Bates. And you just go between them again. And I'm going from size 1 to size 2. That's my size 1 and my size 2. I just mark on them. That's technically the 4mm. And from 2 to 3. So we're going up to a 5mm. Three to 4, which is a 5.5mm. And there's the finished product. You let that dry and then you can spray it with a clear varnish. And you pop a magnet on the back and that'll end as a little gift. Okay, here are the supplies for the stone. It's the same two colors, the white and the candy apple red, both multi-surface apple barrel brand. I am using an 18/0 detail brush. And I'm just going to go in a crisscross with white dots, and then in between each of the white dots I put a red dot. It's a smaller stone, so I didn't want to crowd it with too many dots. Okay, so just right on the outside of the white and the red, and right in between them, closer to the white with the white, and then you want to get closer to the red with the red. It just helps form that spiral. Okay, that brush there is a 10/0. Now these paints are pretty thick, the multi-surface. You do want to thin them out. There, I'm trying to show you how I've got my wrist rested upon the edge of the table, and that just steadies my hand. So I'm just going to go up and down, and that just helps to steady your hand and to get those dots that you want to get the perfectly round. So just straight down and straight up. Okay, I have switched to a larger round brush. This is a size 6 round brush that I cut the tip off of. I just cut the pointy part off. Okay, and a little larger still. That is a size 8 round brush. Okay, so thinning out the paint. You just want to put a little bit of gloss fluid medium in with this paint and then just stir it up. And it gets you a nice texture that's a little looser. You don't want it too loose and runny, but you do need it to be just a slight bit looser for using paintbrushes. So just right in between the red and the white, and you want to get closer to the color that you're using. So you don't want the paint to be running. You kind of get a feel for that as you go, the more you dot. I believe this is a size 10 round brush. So right between the red and the white there. Okay. And I've moved to a size 12 round brush. Yeah, I just felt like I needed to do a retake on this the spiral, so this angle is much better and a lot closer. You can actually see what's going on here. My first video, I had no real idea of how to make a YouTube video, and looking back now, I see that the angle was way off and too far away, and I didn't even have a tripod, so it's kind of a mess, but it still works. Okay. So you can see the paint is running a little bit. So I got a Q-tip and just wiped off where it was dripping down a little bit. No big deal. And I kind of just want to let that dry and chill out for a minute. And I'll go back and touch it up. So again, you're looking right between the last two dots that you did, right between the red and the white. You go a little bit closer to the white. And there I'm just going to take a smaller detail brush and just use that same black matte paint and just cover it up. Here we are. So there's the other way. And then I just throw down some other stones to give you an idea of what it could look like as a gift if you put some other stones with them. I've covered most of these stones in videos. If you're interested in seeing the snowflake or the gold and red one there, check out some of my previous videos. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.